Welcome to Wrastletalk. Before we begin, go ahead and hit the notification button when this episode comes out. You'll get an alert letting you know that it's ready. If you're watching us on YouTube, if you've been watching us on YouTube, thank you so much for following, liking our content, hitting that button, getting our content out there. If you're new to the show, go ahead and hit the subscribe button right now. And for those who's listening to us on audio on Apple, Spotify, and iHeartRadio, go ahead and give a like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, give us a 5-star ratings. We love those. If you're on social media, go ahead and hit us up on Instagram. We're also on X and TikTok. Of course, this is my co-host, Lou. He is at different underscore level 71. I am your host, Mario Castro. I'm at Mario Eats for Games. And of course, if we love the interactions with you guys, if you have a question, suggestion, complaint, go ahead and email us at let's talk about it underscore 71 at yahoo.com. Did I get that right this time?
Yes, sir, you did. Apparently.
All right, we have a fun show for you guys today. We are actually going to discuss various events that happened this wrestling weekend. And I'm excited. How about you, Lou?
Listen, all I know was Evolution was the best pay-per-view PLE they had all year. That's all I got to tell you. Way better than that damn stupid-ass main event shit. But anyway.
Well, I would have to agree, but we'll say those comments for later on as we get more hyped up. Let's go ahead and start off with a moment in history. On this day, July 14th, 2016, I believe, at an Impact Wrestling taping in Orlando, Florida, James Storm defeated Eli Drake to become the TNA King of the Mountain champion. Lou, have you ever heard of such title?
What the hell is that?
King of the Mountain? I'm trying to figure that out myself.
No, where did that come from? I never heard that shit before. Okay, but well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, we learn something new every day.
I actually had to research it because I actually got that confused with WCW's King of Cable concept. But it's actually two different concepts. It was a big moment for Storm, adding another title to his long Impact career. This would end up being the final time the King of the Mountain Championship was ever won, as the title was retired not long after that. So there you go, folks.
Hey, you know what? Off of that, let me ask you a quick question. What title do you want to bring back?
From any promotion?
Yeah. I know one they should.
The TV title.
Damn. Title. You know what? That would be awesome. I think they should bring back the European title.
The European title?
Mm-hmm. They've been in Europe all the time.
Well, the way they have these hardcore matches or no hold barred set up, they need to bring back that hardcore title.
I guess so. All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
As I said before, we're going to go ahead and discuss Evolution. We'll say that for later. Of course, Saturday night's main event happened this past weekend. We'll get to that in a bit. But first, the Great American Bash, which happened in Atlanta, Georgia, this past weekend. We're going to do this real quick. Javon Evans defeated Jasper Troy. So Ruka retains her NXT Women's North American Championship. I actually loved how Ruka's athleticism really stood out. She put off a whole bunch of crazy acrobatics moves, which looked real awesome and smooth. Izzy Dame and Tatum Paxley, I don't get their storyline. It looks a little bit too cheesy for me.
Mm,
Um,
I
how
like
did
it.
you did you were you able to see the clips? Soul Luca, how did Soul Luca look like to you? Did it look like
Like so, I like I like I really like Little Yams. I really like her. You know what I mean, Little Yams is nice. I mean, Soul's nice though. You know what I mean, she good, man. She good. You know what I mean, but you gotta talk about the elephant in the room, bro. Like can I ask you one question about all these matches?
yeah,
And just to sum it up, right?
yeah.
Who the hell is going to beat Obafemi?
Mm,
That's on that roster because I see no one.
but you know what? After this past weekend, it'll be a mistake and a bad move for WWE to remove that championship from Obafemi. Because
Mm.
I got a feeling that he's going to be treated like one of those talents who they sent to the main roster, who the crowd is not ready who the crowd is not ready for.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, they're gonna do the typical shit they always do. They'll bring them up to the main roster and do nothing with their character. Forget about whatever they did down NXT and bury them in catering. I mean, like I said last time, man, they must have got a hell of a catering place. That food must be good, man. Seriously. But go ahead.
Other things that happen on NXT, and I gotta give prop to Ethan Page because he's now starting to grow on me. I loved
Hmm.
how he thrown Ricky Saints from the stage to the table
Epic.
near that Page Eagles Edge. That was done beautifully. I always hated the gimmick. I always hated how he came on TV with them stupid glasses. Of course, I'm wearing glasses myself, but the character I just could not get behind. But his wrestling skills, I can get behind that.
Ethan's a good heel. He's a good heel. He belongs on the main roster.
I would actually would love to see him on the main roster one of these days.
Not Saints. Saints ain't ready for nothing. I don't. I mean, he he's just he's a mid card. He's a jobber. You know what I mean, but
Mhm.
it is what it is.
We also had a segment, and this is a turning point for any wrestling fan, even if you're old school like us, because this is a moment where TNA Slammiversary World Heavyweight Championship contract was
Mhm.
on the WWE TV.
Mm.
And let me explain to you how big this moment was.
Mm.
You had Trick Williams, Joe Hendry, Mike Santana. I would say between more than 10 years ago, this would have never happened.
Mm. Well, you know why I was running 10 years ago. I mean, you know why. He
You
was.
have a pay per view concept who's developed by Dusty Rhodes
Hmm.
back in the territory days from the National Wrestling Alliance,
Hmm.
who WWE bought out their competition or company, WCW, and now has the rights to that event and puts it on their show and somehow managed to have a different organization, TNA, on their show. I gotta ask you, do you think that the rumors are true where WWE and TKO might buy out TNA?
Yeah, but I don't think they'll solely buy him out. I think they'll have a partnership with him to get him on TV because I think they just signed that TV deal. So I know WWE got something to do with that TV deal, and I don't think they'll solely take it over. I think they go have some type of ownership in it, and do a collaboration, and actually that helps out the main roster, sending them down to TNA. So TNA is kind of like what almost the same as NXT, basically.
Yep.
Do you combine them together? No, I just leave it separately and just have little branches. That's all. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that because I mean, God knows everybody's in catering, sitting there. I mean, you might as well give them something to do. Shit. Fuck.
The main event, the Great American Bash, um, Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe versus Fatal Influence, JC Jane and Fallon Henley with Jasmine next on the side.
Mm-hmm.
This match was beautiful. It deserved to be on the main event considering that Evolution was the next night. Um, Lou, how did you feel about what you saw with Jordan Grace? Did Jordan Grace look ready for a title run, or do you think that WWE is overselling her?
Well, Joe Grace, I mean, you already know what happened in Evolution. So I don't know why they got her here. I don't know what the deal they're doing with Jordan. I have no idea. I think she's too good. I mean, listen, you the one wanted to be in NXT. I said bring her ass up to WWE. I mean, she would be good for SmackDown.
Well, we'll get to that part in a minute because I was thinking that she was getting the title push. Of course, that didn't
Nah.
happen. But after thinking about it, it really does make sense. I thought I was going to be looking at this the other way around, but we'll get to that in a bit when we talk about evolution.
Oh, no doubt.
But folks, I actually have a rant that I'm legitimate gripe that I need to do right now
About
because
time.
I see comments where people are saying that WWE is pathetic for pushing their event out the same weekend as AEW.
Mm.
And listen, guys,
Mm.
WWE and AEW both play this game. NXT airing the same weekend as AEW is not pathetic. It's business.
Mm.
I've seen clips of JoJo showing up on AEW, and for those of you who's wondering when we were going to talk about AEW, it's right now. Go ahead and hit that like button because you definitely want to share this rant that I'm talking about. JoJo showing up on AEW is powerful. I've seen the clips of it. The fans don't really need to pick sides. Just enjoy the wrestling. There was other clips on there such as who else did I see? Um Hangman Adam Page. Uh,
Mm.
who else? Adam Copeland when he told Christian, and I thought he was about to curse him out. You guys
Yeah.
go back to those clips. Adam Page, no, Adam Copeland told Christian, "Go find yourself."
Yeah.
I actually thought he was going to tell him go F himself.
Nah, it was set
No.
up for them to get back together in the future. They're gonna get back together.
So, guys, whatever you're watching, whether it's NXT, TNA, WWE, AEW, enjoy it.
Yep.
We are the winners of this. It's business. It's competition.
It's two different leagues, man. They have two different type of competitions, two different type of styles. If you don't like WWE's one night, you go to AEW. Go back and forth. You can go to Impact. You can go to, you don't like that, go to Ring of Honor. Go to TNA.
And,
It's
and
it's
Lou,
it's like that.
and I know I mentioned this to you before off air, and I feel like I need to say this to everyone who's watching us on YouTube or listening to us on audio on Apple, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Guys, I actually been trying to get back into watching AEW. For me, it's just not the same as during the pandemic. Their storyline, of course, I haven't been watching it in so long, but their storylines, some of their talent gimmicks, I just don't get. So if I can't get it or at least understand it, for me, it would be very boring to watch. Now, of course, NXT sometimes has the same. WWE sometimes has the same.
No.
Not everyone's gonna like the content that these promotional wrestling promotions are putting out. For
Let me
me,
ask you a question. Are you just blinded? Not blinded. You just so used to the WWE style. Something different, kind of like, all right. Wow. It's kind of like going to the gym. You're doing the same reps, same way. You try something new. You're like, I don't know about this. I'm gonna stick. I'm gonna stick with whatever I'm doing. Is it kind of like that with you? With AEW?
Well, with AEW, I think I liked it the style where they had Chris Jericho did the Inner Circle, and then Hangman Adam Page, Kenny Omega. Who else was there? MJF. I can get
Mm-hmm.
back behind them guys because those the guys that build up AEW.
Yeah,
But
but,
when they
but
bring
don't
in
forget who
new
was back
talent,
then. Don't forget who was running it though. Who was doing all the storylines. Don't forget who was doing it. It's your boy.
mm,
It's your boy.
mm, I didn't
That's
think
one of
about
the main
that.
reasons why he left.
I did not think about that.
Yeah, it's your
Wow.
boy. That little fraud ass Cody. Fuck Cody. Anyway, go ahead.
You know what? I have not even thought of that. But yeah,
Mhm.
you're right. It's
It's your
probably
boy.
the storylines. It's
Yeah.
probably the storylines.
Listen, Tony don't know what he's on. He can't. The riders he had, man. And now if they hire my Uncle Roos, you know what I'm saying? Like the show will elevate. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Go ahead.
I'm glad you mentioned that. Any chance that AEW can hire Vince Russo and Jim Cornette to work together
Oh
to
God. That'd be epic. You fighting the back and shit. They're just
but
old school guys,
at
man.
least they can create shit.
Mhm.
Anyways, let's get on to Saturday night's main event, which also happened later that Saturday at Atlanta, Georgia, at State Farm Arena. Randy Orton defeated Drew McIntyre. Forget the match. The real story here is that WWE is possibly preparing Jelly Roll to step in the ring.
We'll change that. Don't worry about it.
This
We'll
did not
change it.
feel random to me.
No.
It felt like a test.
No.
And would you like to see Jelly Roll get in the ring?
They're gonna change that storyline. I guarantee it. Like I mean, as we recording this is right before Raw. So I guarantee, give it the next week or so, either tonight or by SmackDown, they're gonna change the whole Jelly Roll thing because after what happened, so they got to change up everything.
Uh, mm, mm. I would love to see a one-on-one with Jelly Roll and that primetime poser.
Yeah,
Just a one-on-one match.
yeah. I don't think it's gonna be a match. I don't know what type of match. It's probably with some like remember that little Sami Zayn and what's that Johnny Jackass, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Johnny Knoxville. Some do it like that, or not comedic like that, but do some type of epic event. Dude, you know why they brought Jelly Roll on? It's for eyes, optics. You know what I mean? That's your favorite word, optics. That's the only reason why
Hmm.
you brought him on. And plus, he's a huge fan.
I love to see it. Can't wait for SummerSlam, which, by the way, folks, is one of my favorite events of the year. But let's move on. Naomi attacks Jay Cargill from the front row before they can get these two separated. Nick Aldis comes out and names Bianca Belair as their special referee at Evolution for the next night.
Listen, bro. That was the out of the whole card of main event, that was the best thing happened all damn night. Is them two getting in there. That was the best thing. Best thing ever happened all night. The whole card was stupid.
Solo Sikoa retains the WWE United States Championship.
Mm,
Uh,
mm.
I wasn't too much into this. It's possible that Solo and Tama Tonga, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Too many Tongas in there.
Yeah.
Is probably setting up to face Jacob Fatu and Jimmy Uso at SummerSlam. Um,
It's predictable, bro. Listen, when you saw Saturday Night's main event, you could tell what they setting up. But I think it was going to change now. I think the whole storyline with them is stupid. It's a dumb storyline. You got to even admit, dude. Seriously, like it's dumb. It's a dumb storyline. It really is. What the hell is
of course,
Jay anyway? Where's Jay?
hmm,
You know,
don't know.
vacation and shit. What the fuck's he doing?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I could have. I could have. I don't know why he wasn't put on this card. Anyway, well, I guess we'll find out later on tonight.
There you go.
As this show happens on Monday, by the way, folks.
Yep.
So after you go ahead and catch our show, go ahead and catch Raw, and we'll find out what happens.
Mm-hmm.
But WWE was showing different legends or talent that from the past. Who did you enjoy seeing between Doug Dillinger, Diamond Dallas Page, the Steiner brothers?
I mean, you already saw the Steiner brothers. They bring the same people back every time. I mean, bring somebody new back. I wasn't impressed with none of that shit.
Uh-huh.
Honestly. You know what I mean? Like I told you, the Naomi fraud Jade was the best thing happened the whole damn card.
Uh, and then we're gonna touch on the rough spot right here. LA Knight defeated Seth Rollins. Oof. And of course, the rumor is that LA Knight was supposed to lose this match.
Yep.
And that would have triggered Roman Reigns coming back, which never happened.
Nope.
And due to Seth Rollins' knee injury, we don't know how serious it is at this point right now, as he's currently getting an MRI done as we probably speaks, and WWE was trying to figure out what do we do. Of course, he calls an audible. The finish of the match happened very quick
Mm-hmm.
when man, this is about when Jesse who's the referee? Jessica Carr, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jessica Carr. When she was, you can actually hear her talking to someone when she had opened up her earpiece, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wait a minute.
This is
This,
real.
something's off. Something's off, and then you see the EMT with Seth Rollins. I'm like, this needs to be a fucking storyline. Please tell me that this is fucking set up. But
No, he should never did that move, dude. Honestly, the match was good enough. They had good chemistry with each other. It was actually a pretty decent match. All that springboard shit and this and that, you have knee problems. You know, he should never even did the move. He should never did it. Just certain moves, you can't do it anymore. Just leave it alone. So I mean, I'm sorry, but yeah, I want him to be well. But in certain moves, if you got hurt on before, he got hurt on this shit before. The same move he got hurt on. So why would you keep on doing it?
of course,
I'm gonna
this
sound like an
affect.
asshole here. Hold on, I'm gonna sound like an asshole. Well, that's his fucking fault. Seriously, that's his fault. I understand you got the listen. I'm not a professional wrestler. I know I'm gonna get attacked for this. But dude, if you know it's a possibility you can get hurt on that move, you just had your knee done. And you in the prime position of having one of the best storylines out here with the money in the bank briefcase. Why risk it? It makes no sense. That one move screwed up everything. Sorry, sir. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead.
No, you are right. That one move did screw up everything because it didn't just screw up his knee, potentially probably leaving Seth Rollins out of action for a number of months. If it's a torn ACL, it takes about 8 months to recover from that
He'll put a
after
brace
surgery.
on for WrestleMania. That's all he'll do. He'll put a brace on for WrestleMania and get it out.
And this injury just doesn't affect Seth Rollins. It also affects the return of Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
It also affects the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Mm-hmm.
It also affects Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed and Paul Heyman. It also
Well,
affects Survivor Series.
yeah. Well, you could work around all that, but don't feel sorry for Braun and Bronson. Like, thank goodness they got Paul Heyman. He can do an audible with them. You can work with them. It's just like Seth fucked up. He did.
So
All these
now,
other people say no, blah blah blah. No, he fucked up.
so now the question is, and everyone's asking online, what do you do next?
Brother, I listen. You know what? We all talk wrestling, and we give our opinions. We never been in the ring. We don't run the companies. We do fancy booking. We do all that shit. Now, I ain't gonna lie, you like some of my fancy booking, which I got from Uncle Roos, is better than they are. But I'm just saying. But you know what I mean. And sometimes the information you get from your Uncle Paul, but when you email them, it's a little suspect. But that's besides the point. But what they do from now, this is worse than the Cody situation. This is worse than the truth situation, or truth situation. If you had everything set, because I bet you too, they had everything mapped out to WrestleMania. And what do you do with the briefcase? Okay, do you give it up? Is there a rule? Do you have a match for it? If he can't go, but I guarantee this is what I guarantee right now, ladies and gentlemen. My uncle Roos has counseled me on this. He gave me his opinion, who he thinks is going to happen. Listen to me very carefully. And I want Mario to listen to this. This comes from Uncle Roos himself. He's going to put on that knee brace and he's going to perform. Plain and simple. He will do it by WrestleMania. And that'll be the biggest mistake of his life. You don't even do it. Hopefully, it's nothing too serious. Maybe a strain or something like that. I'm hoping it's just a strain. But sometimes strains will linger longer. So let's hope. Let's hope for the best.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you're following us on Instagram or TikTok, or if you even seen our video on our YouTube page under the Let's Talk About It umbrella, I made a prediction. And the prediction was that Goldberg will win the World Heavyweight Championship with Seth Rollins cashing in. Of course, that didn't happen either. Um, I'm sorry. This didn't elevate Gunther at all. It didn't.
Gunther did a good job. Gunther got the most out of him. That's probably one of the longest matches he ever had. You gotta give Gunther credit, bro. He got it, that old man, all the way through that ring. It's not about elevation. He just did a job. He did a job. He made him look good, and for his final match, you gotta give
I,
Gunther that credit.
I thought you're right. Gunther did take care of him throughout the match. But this felt very, considering what happened earlier, just before this match with Seth Rollins, Gunther versus Goldberg felt very weird to me because you know that something was going to happen at the end of the night. And for those of you guys who's complaining that WWE cut off Goldberg's retirement speech,
No, that was network.
I don't think that was the plan. I honestly thought that there was going to be a cash in, and then Roman Reigns returns at the end, or Seth Rollins winds up winning the World Heavyweight Championship, and then they go off the air from there.
We'll never know. We'll never know. But I can tell you right now, for Gunther, if you want to pivot, you got to go with either CM or LA. Probably I'll go CM Punk with him. Trying to come up with a quick storyline for that. You can do that with him. You got to really pivot everything around for SummerSlam. You got what, 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
3 weeks,
Okay.
3-4 weeks, about 3-4 weeks.
Yeah. Well, your main character is out. Now you can still have him on TV.
It doesn't make sense to bring him on TV right now.
I mean, it is what it is. But like I said, the final thought of the Goldberg Gunther match, bro. Honestly, what everybody expected was 2-3 minutes. That actually was a decent match for his last match. I thought it was pretty decent. It wasn't the best. He was hopping around and shit, his knees all fucked up. But the spirit of the barricade, I mean, it was a decent match. I mean, he's 58 years old. I mean, I don't know what you want for now. See, everybody wants me to be critical of everybody, but look at you. You put down old man Berg. How you gonna do that to that old man?
Well, hold on. I got nothing against Goldberg.
Oh,
I'm not. I just think that the time that he was with WWE really didn't show anything, considering that maybe he was there for a year left, the way he did with that Brock Lesnar uh, match back in WrestleMania 20. Then came back, and then he was starting to get a build up. But for me, it was like this is all that WWE has to offer for Goldberg.
Hey, I thought it was pretty damn good. I ain't gonna lie to you. Your Uncle Paul, like I said, brother, half clap on that one. Half clap. You did good for Goldberg. I know you probably want to be shorter, but full clap to Gunther for pushing that over with. You gotta give listen, you gotta put some respect on Gunther's name, bro. You know what I mean? That man made that match. He made Goldberg look like a star. For his final match, I think he did him a solid. A solid. Just like Highway Naomi did for Jade. A solid. You know what I mean? Come on. But we'll get to that later. Jesus.
All right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching us on YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. Go ahead and hit the like button. Share this episode with your friends. If you're listening to us on audio on Apple, Spotify, and iHeartRadio, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, give us a 5-star rating. We love those. Uh, Now we're here for our big portion of the show.
Sir, I got one thing. We
Yeah.
only got one question. That's it.
All right. Let's do the question.
This came from a new guy right down here in NC where I'm at. It's from Winston-Salem. My man Tony. Tony, I love what you said. I got this last week. I ain't checked my email. Actually, I should check the email before the show came on. They probably got some. My bad, y'all. This came from Tony. Tony said, "You guys, yo, you gonna love this shit. You guys should do Yams, No Yams show in the future." I love it. Tony, I love the idea. I don't know if he gonna love it, but I think it's brilliant.
Very much a possibility.
I think it's perfect, man. I love it.
That's awesome.
So, Tony, thanks for the question, bro. I think it's a great idea. Uh, hey, listen, it's up to the host here. He makes that decision. But thanks for the
We got to
question.
figure something out. We got to figure something out.
Go
We'll get
ahead,
back with you on that, Tony. Our next discussion is WWE Evolution, which happened last night. 7 matches on the card. And of course, guys, you want to stay tuned to the end because I got a legitimate great rant that I need to do. But for the most part, as Lou said, this is the best damn show. And I would have to agree. From top to bottom.
Yep.
I mean, if you look at the talent of women of different cultures and background here,
Yeah.
it all fitted perfectly together.
Yep. Well, well, that's one thing, but go. I'll touch on it later. But go ahead.
All right. So our first match is the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. Becky Lynch versus Bayley versus Lyra Valkyria. And of course, Lou, our predictions, we both predicted that Becky Lynch would win. Becky Lynch retains the women's championship at 16 minutes and 30 seconds. Huge pop from the crowd to start the match, especially when they were getting behind Bayley. I love that. Bayley hits the finish of this match. Bayley hits the rose plant on Lyra. Then Becky sneaks in and catch Bayley with a backslide for a clean win. That was beautiful. This felt different. Aside from Bayley's performance, No, this was definitely a different side of Bailey's performance. I loved it. Lou, do you think that this version of Bailey is something that you want to keep seeing?
No, she's just auditioning for AEW, right? When her contract goes up. That's all it is. That's all. They ain't gonna retain Bailey. You know it. They ain't gonna get rid of her. She just auditioned for AEW.
I
That's
have
what
not
she doing.
seen this side of Bailey ever.
Yeah, because she knows they're not going to renew her contract. I'm not being funny. I'm being serious. Like they are not going to renew her contract next year. They're
Mm,
not. And you go see her go to AEW, and she did very, very well. This match is tied for me for the best match of the night.
I would have to agree.
Tied. It was a good match. Very, very good. Good spots. They went back and forth, back and forth. I thought this was probably see it's tied between this one, but chemistry wise, I thought they did well. Like I see Becky moving on, but I wouldn't mind if they did again. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hmm. How did you feel about Lyra's performance? Do you think that she has it to be able to get another push, or do you think that she
Well,
needs to go back to NXT?
well, I'm not gonna say I told you so, but I told you so. Uh Ladies and gentlemen, if you go back on, I forgot what episode was that, like a couple episodes ago, when I told this man that Lara needed someone to defeat her to upgrade that title and give her a bigger push to make her better. And he said, no, no, no. I said, let it be Becky or somebody else. No, that's going to be downgrading her. Nah, 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 nah. All this shit. That's what he was saying, right? Guess what? It has uplifted that Intercontinental title. It has uplifted Lyra, even though she still sucks on the mic, but she got a little bit better. Listen, you and I know we cannot like she's athletically talented. She does have talent. She don't need to go back to NXT. You can put her. I maybe her go against Bailey or whatever, some shit like that. I don't know. Right? I mean, she can feud with Bailey right until Bailey's contract is up, and then they boot her out. But no, Becky's doing the best right now. Now you need Becky to go against somebody for the future. To go on. I mean, put like, do you want to see these three go at it again? Which I wouldn't mind. But do you want to see Becky face somebody else at SummerSlam or a Clash of Paris or something like that? Someone new.
I want to see this match again.
It was a good match.
It was a damn good match.
Yeah, it was a good match. I think, first of all, you know what? If you do it again, I would like to see him do a ladder match with it.
Mhm.
That would be epic. Put a ladder match at SummerSlam. If you do it again, then have Becky drop the title back to Lyra or give it to Bailey. I don't care. But let them do a ladder match with that. That will be a good match for SummerSlam. Because listen, you know every SummerSlam has a fucking ladder match. Everyone.
For a
Well,
mid card
wait
title. Yep.
a minute, hold on. Well, did they have one last year? I don't think did they have one last year?
No, I don't think they did.
I don't think they had one last
I had
year.
to go
But you
back to my
know,
notes.
the ladder match has always been big at SummerSlam. Always. Like, you know, the most epic one of all time was what was it? Shawn and Razor?
Yep.
Or Scott Hall?
Hmm.
Another one was even that fraud ass Rock and Triple H back in the day.
I love
I
that one.
mean, I mean, you've had like I think you had TLC match on there with the
Like
Hardys
the
and
Hardy Boys,
Dudleys.
Bubba Ray. Yeah.
Yeah, let the girls have they run at a ladder match. And it'll be great. I'm just saying. I mean, like you know, I mean, that's what my uncle Bruce would do. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm just saying.
Of course, I believe that this is Becky's first title defense. Bailey is organically getting over with the crowd.
Yeah,
And Lyra, I believe that this is her first major title match on a pay per view or PLE.
she's getting
So,
better. She's getting better, bro. You gotta give it to her. She's just stuck. She still sucks on the mic though, but she's getting better.
yeah, I mean, it was a great opening match to
Yeah,
start off the night.
yeah.
Our next match is the NXT Women's Championship.
No games.
No yams, all muscle. Uh, of course, we predicted Lou and I predicted Jordan Grace would become the new champion. Wait, no, you predicted JC Jane. My mistake. I'm
Yes.
sorry. You predicted JC Jane. I predicted Jordan Grace. I'm sorry. I'm still thinking about Jordan Grace right
I
now.
bet you are.
Of course, Jesse James retains the women's NXT championship at 10 minutes and 30 seconds. Uh, and this is where I was losing trade of thought. Grace was just pure all muscle, delivering hard hitting
Right.
slams
Yeah.
and but with total body control. Um, no yams needed, just raw strength.
Oh
No
my.
yams, all muscle.
Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you remember this moment, okay? Because I'm going to bring this shit up in a couple months or one of our shows in the future. Just remember this moment right here.
Of course, the finish of the match was very dirty when Blake Monroe turned on Grace with hitting her with hitting Grace with the title from behind,
Great.
letting JC Jane steal the win. Um, I At first I was upset,
Mm-mm.
but then I got the storyline when Blake Monroe was basically joining JC Jane and Fatal Influence. I'm not sure if
She's going to join them.
you don't think she's going to join them.
No, no,
Well,
no.
there's going to be some type of alliance.
You know, see, I did watch some AEW. She's basically doing the same thing she did as Mandy May in AEW. She did the same thing to Tony Storm. She backstabbed somebody to get Tony to trust her. Then she backstabbed Tony to get the title. Then Tony came back and got the title. Basically, I guess WWE is copying the same thing AEW did and trying to flip it a little bit. So, I mean, ask Corny. Corny would probably say, he'll probably say, "Yeah, y'all just ripping off AEW." You know what I mean? But Jesse Jane, man, like, I knew she was going to win because, you know what I mean, she's going down the same route. We discussed this as Mandy Rose when she had the toxic, fatal or toxic, whatever that crap was, with JC and Gigi was the original group owners. Mandy had the title and she got the NXT UK title. I believe JC's going to the Slammiversary and unify both those titles. JC's going to win both titles. I believe that 100%.
Hmm.
Uh, why they unifying both titles for women? I don't know why. I don't get it. Maybe the TNA fans can tell me. Uh, I don't know too much about the champion. I heard she's good. But right, because I think when she
She
came
made
out,
a surprise appearance. She made a
yeah,
surprise appearance.
this
Uh,
come out the bash.
yeah, at the best. Yeah,
Yeah, so like I don't know too much about her. I know that championship looked just like the men's championship. I couldn't tell the apart. They both look similar. So, but JC is on a trajectory of what Manny did. She's probably gonna keep it for another 6 months. And am I thinking that Jordan and Blake's gonna do a little something, something?
the fatal four-way tag team match for the women's WWE Tag Team Championship. The Judgment Day. I guess you could call them the Judgment Day. Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. Uh, Also on there is Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss versus Sol Ruka and Jaria versus, I guess you can call them the Kabuki Warriors, Oscar and Kairi Sane.
Eh,
Mm.
eh.
All right. Lou, you predicted the Kabuki Warriors.
Yeah.
I predicted Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Of course, Roxanne and Raquel retains the Women's Tag Team Championship in 10 minutes and 50 seconds. Some key moments in this match. Uh the I love how they started out the match with Lyra. I mean not Lyra. With with
Kyrie.
Kyrie and Asuka opening the opening. strong. So Ruka's athleticism. I love her soul snatcher to Flair. There was a massive pop when Blitz tagged in Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like the crowd is accepting Charlotte now, as she was getting a huge pop, uh, especially when she was wiping out Raquel and Roxanne. And this was, I guess, this is her comeback moment. Um, for the longest, people hated Charlotte. I did not get why, but it seems like they're accepting her again. So the finish of this match, Raquel hits a power bomb for the win and wins it clean. Which that ending I really don't quite get. I did not see this match going the way it did, but overall it was an awesome match. Lou, did you feel that? What did you think about this match? And did you feel that Show Ruka proved something in this match, or was she just another one of those WWE picked to eat that pin?
No, I think. Well, first of all, so Ruger took a hell of a spear from Zarya. I know that for damn sure. She got cleated bad. I think that was a spot where was Charlotte pull Alexa
Mm-hmm.
out the way.
Yep.
It's putting them over. There's rumors that they're going to break up and they're going to fight for NXT titles. So maybe that's planting the seed for their breakup. Like you spared me, or some shit like that for NXT, whatever it is. Oscar and Kyrie, they look strong. Oscar looked the strongest out of everybody. That's just me personally. I think she was just a beast. That's why I don't understand how she sold for that fraud ass chick. No more. Let me stick to the match. Let me stick to the match. Yeah, I mean, so I don't understand it, but whatever. It's putting Roxanne and Raquel over as a team. It's building Raquel up as a dominant girl. I guess she's like, whatever. Because the last match she had, she was dominant. This one, she came in at the end as dominant, but you don't really see them until the end. They ain't do too much at all. The whole Charlotte thing, her and the Alexa, I'm not friends shit. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. What I would like to see, well, we've already discussed this. You're not going to see Alexa go with the Y6. That's not going to happen. I would like to see Charlotte or Alexa turn on each other sooner or later, but I guess they're doing this best friend shit for now. But off topic, sir, I got something for you that will be very good fancy booking, or really storyline. So I need you to get out your pen and paper, write this down to email your Uncle Paul. You see what they did, how they elevated the Intercontinental title, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you do the same thing for Gulia, right? She's on SmackDown, right? Okay. The Wyatt six, whatever, has already won the tag team titles, right? So have Nikki come up with a storyline for Nikki haunting Gulia. Because I was thinking about this. She's haunting her. She don't have to win the title, but gives her something to do and gives them a better match, good matches. Then after that run is over with, that's when your No Yams chick comes up. She comes up and she goes after it. And so you're building the title with talent. But you have Nikki face her first, get past Nikki. Or matter of fact, put Nia Jax out there. Julia needs Julia. Is it Julia or Julia? I forgot what is it?
Julia.
Okay.
Julia.
So you put any one of those women, not the little B-Fabs and Meechins and all that, whatever the hell they are, put talent against them, but you need Nikki to start off.
Nikki start off.
That'd be a good start off.
I like that.
Think about that, right? Because you could do the whole spooky thing, and she can like haunt around it. You don't got to put Nikki over. It's just Nikki
Mhm,
doing a job to put Gulia over to set her up for no games in the future.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
I
that
see that.
the Fatal 4-Way match, it was a good call with Roxanne and Raquel. I prefer the Kabuki Warriors to win, but whatever.
Mm, oh, something different that I noticed about Oscar and Kyrie. They did a lot of yelling in this match
Yeah,
and certain spots.
yeah.
I think, and that was different for me. And especially like I don't know if that was a signal to help clear up miscommunications on what they were gonna do.
Maybe.
But
Uh,
it just seems like some of those spots where you can accidentally miss if you're not the talents are not attacking to each other during the match. Some of those could have been slip ups.
well, yeah, you got to figure like Charlotte got hurt against Asuka, even though they wrestled many times before. Liv got hurt with Kyrie. Who else got hurt against Kyrie? The other chick, Zoe, she got hurt. So maybe that's a way to give them updates or whatever. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, listen, but we could be overthinking it. I don't know. But anyway,
I just thought that was something different that they were doing,
yeah,
especially with some of those spots. But
we'll
we
see.
could go ahead and move on. Our next match is the WWE Women's Championship. Lou and I predicted Tiffany Stratton. No, Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus. Lou
Mhm.
and I predicted Tiffany Stratton. Of course, Tiffany Tan wins it or retains the championship, the WWE Women's Championship in 8 minutes and 30 seconds. I when um when this storyline was first developed in SmackDown, I did not like it. I didn't get it. I
Mm,
hated it. But I gotta tell you guys, I actually enjoy watching this match. Uh,
really?
a lot of throwback moments kept the momentum going from Trish.
Mm,
I feel that this is exactly what Tiffany Time needed to be taken seriously as a champion. Because let's face it, she wasn't getting that since she won the belt. Lots of chance for Trish Stratus. She still got it, acknowledging her legacy and how good she still looks in the ring.
yeah,
Um, Again, I did not care at first, but this match was won me over. Huge props to Tiffy Time for looking good in that ring.
yeah,
And of course, it was a clean pinfall, um, the prettiest moonsault ever. This match, I felt, elevated Tiffy Time more than any of her previous matches. Lou did, and I know how you feel about Tiffy Time going back and forth with her, but did she win you back in this match?
no,
No,
no. I think wasn't Trish looked good. I
she looked
mean,
damn
but
good.
yeah, she looked good. I mean, she's looked like she had lost a step, but it done nothing for me.
It did nothing for you.
They still haven't really done anything or given her a big win yet. Even at SummerSlams, it's this. I don't see the hype about that one either. I don't see it. We already know it's her and Jade. I don't see the hype. I don't care what type of storyline you can have. What they're doing with her run, I don't know if they babying her or saving her for later on. I don't know what they're doing with it. I think it's not gonna be good.
Um, well, I was going through some timeline here regarding Trish Stratus and Tiffy Time. Did you know that when Trish debuted in the WWE back in 2000, I want to say,
Mhm.
Tiffy Time was just 1 years old?
Oh damn. Yeah, I mean, she looked good for age. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I
When I
mean?
was researching this, I thought it was truly a moment, passing of the torch between the two generations. Of course, this is the third time Tiffy Time has ended a title defense with her prettiest moonshot ever on the PLE, and I feel that it's now protected. It's legit now.
It all depends. It's just somebody kicks out, whatever. But what you need is heel Trish to come back. I need heel Trish to come back.
Here, Trish.
Yeah, you need Trish to come back. I think she's proved it. I would like to see Trish come back and do a storyline with Tiffy about like just have heel Trish come back and like fuck her over with some bullshit. I would like to see heel Trish come back. I really would. I thought heel Trish with the whole thank you Trish thing. I like that. I wish heel Trish come back.
We need we the fans needs creative to come up with a good storyline for Trish and not just put her in any old garbage shit that for
I
no,
ain't saying this.
she does not deserve that. Trish deserves a good storyline if she's gonna come back.
Yeah, heel Trish. That was her best story. When she came back last time, it was heel Trish. It was the best story. Her and Becky in the steel cage was banging.
What's your favorite version of Trish Stratus? Is it with T and A, or was it solo, or was it with McMahon?
You know what? The man stuff I actually kind of like that. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like that with the whole storyline with Linda and Stephanie and all that. I did kind of like that though. You know what I mean? But it's probably solo. Honestly, that was a different era. So I like this era here and Trish here. That was just too much crap with Vince and all that shit. I mean, like I said, he'll Trish. Come on back. That's it for me.
All right. Our next match is a no holds barred match with the special guest referee being Bianca Belair, Jade
Mhm,
Cargill versus Naomi.
mhm.
And Lou and I both predicted Jade Cargill would win. Of course, she wins it at 10 minutes. 11 minutes and 10 seconds. Uh, Lou, did you feel that Jade is starting to break out at this moment?
No,
No. How did you rate the match? Did you enjoy it?
the
Was
spots
it?
were good. Yeah, the spots were good, but otherwise that I'll give Jade a little bit of credit. I'll give her a pinky clap for her development. She has come up a pinky wise. She did take some good spot. I believe that Naomi and everybody else is taking way more spots and bumps than she is because they're protecting her for some fucking reason. I don't know why they're doing that. Uh the bumps were good, the spots were good. I really liked the one right where Naomi slammed her against the table and the TV started smoking, and the monitor started smoking shit. I actually liked that. That was a good spot. Uh, you know, I want to know this. You can say what you guys say. Did Bianca really need to be there? Because if she did,
Mhm.
I thought she was gonna do a storyline or some shit. Like,
She
okay,
remained. The storyline was that she remained neutral the entire match.
nah, nah, nah. I mean, dude, you could kind of bring back the whole "that's my girls." Like, okay, like when you have like a pinfall, let her hesitate a little bit every now and then. I mean, make it a story. I mean, just make a story. Make it something. Otherwise, why the fuck was she there? You had nothing to it. But yeah, but like I said, they did what they had to do to put Jade over. Jade got over. I don't know. They go switch the story up with her and Tiffy and whatever. I don't know, but I just don't see it. Whatever. You know how I feel about that fraud, man. I don't see what it's seeing her, but whatever.
Well, the match itself, I love how it started outside the ring, no slow build up, just immediate chaos. Of course, they use steel steps, candlesticks, tables, a chain, toolbox, a monitor, and even a camera.
Yeah, the camera was kind of cool. I actually like that. I like that right there.
And Jay grabbed the cameraman rig and hits Naomi with the actual camera, which received a huge, massive pop from the crowd. Uh, I love how WWE delivered this particular match with the no holds barred. It actually lived up to the name.
Mm.
Of course, the finish was Jay Cargill. Oh man, the finish was awesome. Jay Cargill gets a pinfall on the table when she did a power bomb uh, on Naomi through the table and got a clean count. No bias, of course. I if I would have to say for Bianca Belair, that's probably setting something up between either her and Jade at SummerSlam or her and Naomi at SummerSlam.
Mm. Well, they better figure it out because they in trouble. They better figure it out real fast because I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't know. I don't know
Mm.
what you're gonna do. It's gonna be fucked up. It's gonna be I, I guess this is a way to disguise her weaknesses. You put in a brawl. Maybe that's better for her to disguise her non-wrestling ass. Uh, which we've had this discussion already, and she can't wrestle. So I guess putting her in this brawl was gonna be good. But if she goes against Tiffy, okay, you already had Oscar put over babysitter. You had Charlotte babysitter. You had Bianca babysitter. You had Nia babysitter. Now you putting her against another rookie. Who's going to control that match? Who's going to who's going to dictate that match? So you think Tiffy got enough experience to lead a match with a fraud who can't wrestle?
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the technical difficulties right now.
Go ahead.
So your question was, oh, back to Tiffy time. No, Tiffy should not uh, have any interaction with Jade whatsoever. With her still being new to elevate herself as the women's championship, she's not ready to take on that responsibility on her own to lead the match and to be responsible if something majorly screws up.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Mm. Anyway, our next match is the women's battle royal. I'm not going to name all the participants. Y'all can
Yeah,
go
no.
on Wikipedia to find that out. But
Mhm.
of course, our predictions. Lou and I, well, originally I predicted Lyra, but after actually seeing all the participants on there, Lou and I both predicted Stephanie Valkyr would win this match.
Mhm.
Lou, I can't remember who was your last two to face off. I think it was Stephanie, and I can't remember who else.
Nikki Bella.
Nikki Bella. You were close. She was the final four. My
Yeah,
last, she was the
mm.
final four. It was Nikki, Naya, Last Legend, who was last eliminated, and Stephanie Valkyra, who is your winner.
Yeah, but
Uh,
who saw Last Legend being the final two? Who would have ever predicted that shit?
I don't know, but I don't know. But you and I was very close because you had Stephanie and Nikki. I had Stephanie and Naya. These were the final four women. With Last Legend.
I give Last credit. She looked pretty decent at the end. Decent.
I love the finish, Devil's Kiss.
Oh yeah, on April.
Uh, when when Stephanie Valkyrie did the Devil's Kiss and then smoothly rolled off Last Legend out the ring apron.
Oh, absolutely.
Uh, but of course, I think there's a new name for this. Lou, do
What
you
is it?
prefer I or bouncy bouncy?
I prefer the yam bounce. That's
Uh,
mine for it. Yams.
how do you think that Yams looks like she's gonna be ready to get a title push very soon?
Well, she's gonna either face Naomi or Tiffy.
Who do you want to see her go against?
Oh, God, depending what happens tonight, I don't know. I don't know what direction you go do with Naomi. I don't know. Uh, her against Tiffy. I trust more Steph with Tiffy because Steph's been around the world more. I trust her more. The whole Jade thing. I mean, I don't know. I would like to see Rhea and Steph or Io and Steph.
I actually thought that was the direction that WWE was gonna go with if Rhea was to win the World Women's Championship because I would have
Oh,
loved to see Rhea and Stephanie go at it.
I think it was a swerve what happened to Steph. I don't think Naomi was supposed to win that. I think they changed that up last minute.
Mm.
I believe that
You, did,
I
you,
don't think that was the plan.
you did predicted that she would come out uh, during Tiffy and Trish and cash in on that match, which
Yeah,
never happened.
I thought that because that was the story you was building, right? So now all of a sudden you got her cashing on Rhea and Io. So I still think this Seth thing, it's kind of like that little butterfly effect, right? You know how they say, right? When you go in the past, you change one little thing and everything changes and shit. You know what I mean?
Ripple effect. The
Yeah, you
ripple
know what I
effect.
mean? So I think by Seth getting hurt, that changed a lot of plans. I think Naomi was probably not supposed to get that, but they needed a cash in. Maybe Seth was going to cash in the other night. They needed a cash in planned. So it's like, fuck it. Okay, Naomi, guess what? You going to Raw. And that's it. That's what I think. Honestly.
It, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching us on YouTube or listening to us on audio, Apple, Spotify, and iHeartRadio, you now see how when one mistake happens or a step up happens, the trajectory in storylines and build up changes across the board.
Yep.
That's the ripple effect.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I should also mention that Michael Cole was definitely screwing up on commentary on this particular match,
Fuck him.
referring to Candice LeRae as Candice Michelle, who was not even on the show.
Mm. Well, honestly, who really gives a shit about cancer anyway? So it doesn't matter if you spell the name right or wrong. It don't matter. Who gives a shit?
Well, apparently Uncle Roots does every time he mentions her.
Oh God, because she's terrible.
It's worth mentioning that Yams, Stephanie Valkyra becomes the first Chilean women to win a WWE Battle Royal.
Yep.
That is
Chile.
amazing.
Chile.
All right. You ready for the last one?
Yeah, man. Great.
Here we go, folks. Our last match. The Women's World Championship. Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley. Lou and I both predicted Rhea Ripley would win.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, hold up. Is that right? Let's see here. Yeah, we both predicted Rhea Ripley.
Yep.
Of course, Naomi cashes in and winds up winning the world's women's championship at 26 minutes and 20 seconds. This match felt big, intense, and was worthy to close this show.
Yep.
Everything from spots from Io's poison vodka on
Mhm.
Rhea to the crossbody from the high top of the production crates
Yep.
from the crowd. That was beautifully done.
Yep.
And of course, Rhea's Razor's Edge, which I think that this was the first time she did that maneuver, followed by a power bomb.
Yep.
The I love, and I would definitely have to agree with the crowd that this is wrestling. Rhea's chance started after she kicked out of Io's moonstalk. You can definitely tell that the crowd was digging this match.
Mhm.
Of course, Io accidentally knocked out the ref, Jessica Carr, which maybe y'all saw that coming. I didn't see that coming. But Lou, oh, and of course, the finish, Rhea hits a Spanish fly on Io from the top rope. And then Naomi comes out and cashes in her Money in the Bank briefcase, which becomes a triple threat match for the Women's World Championship. Naomi hits Io with the briefcase, then hits a top rope moonsault and gets Io with the pinfall.
Yep.
Lou, was this genius booking or did WWE rob Rio and Io of a classic finish?
Ah, it was a good match. They ain't robbing nothing. You gave him another match. You'll give him another match in the future because Rhea's never pinned Io. And I've never seen Jessica Carr take a bump. That was actually pretty good. She's never taken a bump before. And she wrestles. You know what I mean? She's a wrestler. She wrestles little independent stuff here and there. And she was a former wrestler, didn't really paying out, but she does little independent shows sometimes. And she's jacked. And she got some yams too. I ain't gonna lie to you. But anyway, um I thought it was a good one. I still think that this was not in the plan. I think they did a swerve. I don't think Naomi was supposed to win this one. And congratulations to Naomi. Like you said, when one door closes, another door opens. Girl, I am so damn proud of you. Out of everybody in this whole company, Naomi deserves it more than anybody. Anybody. She's been shit on for years. Stupid little, what was it, funkadelic crap she was doing back in the day.
Wow.
The total divas thing, I get it. She was a yes girl. Her and Sasha left, which I still think Sasha talked to her. She just followed Sasha's lead.
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned Sasha. Because while this was going on in WWE, on the other side, folks, oh, and go ahead and make sure for those who was talking about asking when we're talking about AEW, this is the episode right now where we're talking about AEW because on the other side, Sasha Banks or I guess
Mercedes
what's her new
Monet.
name now?
Mercedes Monet.
Mercedes took a loss to Tony Storm on the
Which
other
was a
side.
great match. I watched the highlights. It's a great match. Great match. So you got two epic matches at the same time. Naomi had to go away, discover herself, get the TNA title. So she's TNA Knockouts champion. Now she was SmackDown champion. Now she finally got what she deserves. Not bringing somebody in, give them the title or whatever. I still think they made a flip, but it doesn't matter. She got the title. She deserves it. I mean, and for the Jade Cargill haters out there, and y'all know who y'all are, I'm putting Naomi over. Now, you and I discussed this already.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I mean?
You gotta separate the two.
Gotta separate the two. I'm a Naomi fan. I am not a Jade character fan. I don't know Jade Cargill. I don't care to know her. I know she can't wrestle. I don't wish no ill willings against anybody because I don't know them. But I do like Naomi. I think she deserves it. Way more than any female in that company. She deserves it more. Maybe Natalia a little bit, but you know what I mean, like you and I don't agree with that one, but you know what I mean. But yeah, but Naomi deserves it. Congratulations. You deserve it,
It,
girl. You deserve it. Even though I don't think she was meant to get it, but whatever.
Lou, this known fact should make you happy right now.
Mm-hmm.
And this is basically putting women's wrestling on the map
Yeah,
because this is the first time in WWE history a Money in the Bank cash in happened at an all women's pay per view event or PLE event.
good.
The first time.
Good.
Who's the one that did it? Naomi.
Yep. Proud of her. Not the little fraud ass Jade. It was Naomi.
This has been fun.
Proud of her.
Lou, do you have any final thoughts
I got a lot
before I
of
do this rant?
clipping together to do all these technical difficulties. I got a lot of work to do, but shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for that. Uh, we're doing the best we can to make sure that we provide the best content we can for you guys.
Yeah, I
But
can't wait to hear this rant of yours. It's gonna be good.
but as far as my rant, I need to say that I see a lot of comments online from fans who says that women's evolution was overshadowed by Saturday Night's Main Event, by the Great American Bash, by AEW. But here is what I think. It's held its own and maybe even stole the weekend.
It
And
did
I
to the week.
stand by that.
Mm-hmm.
That is my rant. I said what I said and sticking to it.
It stole the weekend, bro. You don't gotta worry about it. It stole the weekend. Even all out.
All right. So to let you guys know, I'll be at Monday Night Raw next Monday when they come to Houston, Texas. I'm looking forward to that. We'll start providing more short video contents for you guys to
Yes,
watch.
sir.
Make sure you go follow Instagram, check it out on YouTube, see it on TikTok. And then we got SummerSlam happening August 2nd and August 3rd
Yep.
in Jersey. After that, we got Triple Mania August 17th. We're going to figure out how to get that out to you guys. Then it's NXT Heatwave. I'll probably do some content, some short videos regarding NXT Heatwave. Again, that'll be on TikTok, it'll be on Instagram, short videos on YouTube. And then we have the Clash in Paris happening August 31st, followed by Crown Jewel, Survivor Series. And after that, the Royal Rumble, your favorite match.
Oh, absolutely.
Guys, I am looking forward to SummerSlam. It's my favorite event of the year, simply because you have the best mid card title matches on that PLE or pay per view. I'm psyched for this. Lou, looking forward to anything regarding SummerSlam?
Yeah. How they gonna redo this whole Seth Rollins thing, which I can't wait to hear about. I want to know how bad this is. I don't think it's bad. I hope it's not bad. But that's gonna be interesting how to redo this whole card. Because if one injury can redo a whole card, I think he's going to probably initiate a lot of future plans because he was involved in a lot of shit. This is going to be interesting.
Well, we just got to wait and see what happens later on this Monday night.
Yes, sir.
Well, guys, we said what we said, and if that stings, good. We'll see you next episode. Until then, peace.
Yams.
No yams, all muscle.